What's going on? I want to give you guys a quick Pug Life tank build that I find pretty easy, and it's pretty cool, pretty fun build. It's just your basic, I would say it was probably a pretty average tank build, but let's just get right into it real quick. Let me see. Let's go to the sets. Okay, so we're gonna go 5 Armor Master. We're going to use Earth Gore. We're also going to use Plague Doctor. It's pretty basic setup for a tank. I like it. Before I was using Bloodspawn, and I was using the Bloodspawn, the Armor Master, and the Plague Doctor. But with the Earth Gore, I like it a lot better because it's kind of, kind of helps out the group a little bit. I had thought about using like a resto staff on my back bar. I haven't really tried that yet, but when you're in those pug groups, you don't want to get kicked out of the group because your tank is running a resto. But anyways, Earth Gore is pretty cool because it helps out in those situations to where, if the other groups get wiped and you need to get a res off, Earth Gore helps with that. And it's just, it's hard to die. It's hard to die with Earth Gore, and that's why I have a lot of fun with Earth Gore. I like it a lot better. It's a lot, I don't know, it seems like I'm contributing to the group a lot more than as if I was just running Bloodspawn, because I get plenty of ultimate because I'm constantly light attacking and heavy attacking to get ultimate. So as for the skill setup, we're just using volatile armor, we're using igneous shields for your group, green's dragon blood, and I use Unstoppable for the Armor Master passive. Pierce Armor, Aggressive Warhorn. Now on the back bar, we use a Standard, Inner Fire for your ranged taunt, Igneous Weapons for the buff, which I sometimes forget to use, but I do use it on boss fights and stuff like that. I just switched over to Echoing Vigor because I thought maybe that instead of running a resto on my back bar, which I actually might try out just to see if it's good or not, I used Echoing Vigor to try to hit other people to get that Earth Gore proc, because it seems like everyone loves to have Earth Gore in a group, and if the healer, if the healer is running Earth Gore, then it's probably going to be a pretty good group. But anyways, I really like this build. I like this tank build. I only die when I want to, or if there's no chance. If the group wipes and I have to die, then I'll die. But I can stay up and take tons of damage and get reses off. Typically what I do is, if I know I have to get a resurrect off, I use immovable pots. I'll put a movable pot on. I'll pop that. I'll go get the res, and with how tanky this build is, Earth Gore only procs when I need it to. And that's the cool thing about Earth Gore. I know there's a 45-second cooldown, but it procs when you need it to on a tank. So that's what's pretty awesome. So this is super cool tank build. It's really, you can get Plague Doctor pretty easy. Armor Master, if you're in a decent guild, there's always a crafter out there. He's be more than willing to help you. And if you guys ever see me on, I don't take friend requests because I have kids, that use my account. If you see me online though, you can whisper me. I'll craft you up some stuff. Not a big deal. But let me see, what else did we need to go through, guys? We didn't go through all my field build. Let's see. We didn't do. Let's see. So I got 54 into health, 10 into stam. I'd like to probably have maybe a little bit more magicka, but as for right now, everything's pretty. I'm content with this build. I'm using the Lord. We're just going for max health. We're just going to be just huge meat shield, and then we're going to provide. We're going to get all the aggro. We're going to stack everything up. Let me see what else. Champion points. You guys would need to see them. I'll show them to you real quick. We got 17 into bashing, 1 into sprinter, 73 in tenacity, 2 into healthy, 43 into arcanist, 10 into mooncalf, or tumbling, or shadow ward. It's pretty important to be stacked up in the block. But as you know, I could probably take a little bit this out and probably put it into health or magicka recovery, because I get a lot of stamina return when I heavy attack. So these are probably perfectly set up. This is just, it's pretty good. We got 100 into blessed. We got 48 into elfborn, 55, 15, 22 into piercing, 6 into mighty, 24 into precise strikes, 45 ironclad, spell shield. Got a split right here and thick skinned. These champion points may not be ideal, but with this build, I mean, it's perfectly fine. You can set up your CP a little bit different if you want a little bit more magic recovery, because magic is kind of important. If I'm not using the immobile pots, I'm using like the tri-potion. Tri-potions are really good. I use the tri-food. I was using just this the blue food for the max stam and the max health. I don't like it. I like having a bigger magical pool. So anyways, super fun build. Hope you guys enjoyed that, and catch you guys around.